we find our hobbits returning with a prized capture to the center of Bree, near the Prancing Pony, as several figures are lined up just outside. Officials seemingly wearing cloaks, several tired people in nightgowns as they stare in wonder as 3 small folk make their way with a person in a cart, as well as the owner of the nearby farm where they managed to catch a thief.
And by person in a cart, you mean the culprit tied up that we
Yes.
saved. Right. Just making it clear in case they didn't know that we're heroes.
Perpetrator.
Perpetrator.
Like I said, I threw the rock and I was trying to distract him, but I missed. Well, I didn't miss. I mean, I hit the tree, but I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to, get him. But then he turned right towards me, and then he's walking right towards me, and that's when I screamed. That's when it happened.
Yeah.
So I imagine that's the first thing you heard.
Right.
But it was a very courageous scream.
It was really
Very
more
brave.
like a whale,
Oh.
But like a don't come near me wail, not like I'm scared wail.
Right, like a
It's like a-
bear roar.
So it's
Right,
fierce.
yeah.
It sounded fierce. It sounded.
Fierce is the perfect word to describe
Right.
you.
You could have even thought you were the Wolfman himself.
Oh,
Exactly.
Well, I will say in the moment, and I don't want to be, fibbing, but I was a little worried in the moment.
No.
Yeah.
No.
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I
shocked.
thought I was hiding fine, but I guess he had my number. I don't know, but I roared, as you said, but then you came in and you like crashed into him. And that was glorious. And then you, Todd, with that arrow.
Todd's
you saved
arrows.
me. You two saved me.
Right.
Save
Well,
me.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I think
You saved me.
you put him on a platter for Todd and I.
That's
Yeah.
not true.
Yeah. You did.
No.
You did.
No.
You were perfectly fine. Could have handled him yourself, actually.
That's okay.
Most
Look,
definitely.
no more flattering.
Absolutely.
Just
That's not flattery. That's
Just-
the truth.
In the
okay.
distance, you can see Gandalf and Andawin standing just outside
Oh, I
the
can't wait to tell them.
Prancing Pony.
Oh.
You should let me do the talking though, okay?
Yeah. No, please. I'm
All right,
afraid he's
okay,
going to be
all right.
mad.
Oh, he's not going to be mad. We saved the town.
I know, but I don't know.
Why would he be mad?
I don't know.
Do you think he's going
Maybe
to
he'll
be
be
mad?
impressed.
Is he going to be mad? Maybe
No.
it's best if you do it, Piper.
Yeah. You
Well, maybe he'll just be like, "Oh, these were the perfect people to take, the perfect hobbits for this adventure."
Well, I was thinking that maybe he
Well.
might
Oh, now
think
I'm
like,
thinking-
oh, we're okay
See,
to go on adventure
your worries
because we.
misplaced. They don't look.
You were worried
Hello?
about us.
Wait, hello.
Oh, worried.
Hello.
I hear you've been rather busy.
Yes, saving the town.
Yeah, but not on purpose.
Yes,
Not
it was on
Mr. Grant.
purpose.
No, well, it
At first it was by accident,
He's-
and then it
he's
was on
being-
purpose.
He's being modest. We were taking a walk to go get
Humble.
the pony that you told me that I was supposed to get, and then
That's that. Yeah.
we heard a crash, and Lawton decided to go to the rescue, right?
Right.
Sort of. I mean,
And then we saw the robber going out of the window, and he just decided to take off and follow him into the field.
Aye,
And
that's
then he
right.
attacked.
Was tr-
They were rather courageous, Mr.
That's
Gandalf.
right. Very courageous.
and the robber had taken a lot of things
things.
of all kind, and they should all be there. They're all there.
That's good. This is Reeve Pickthorn. They are in charge of Bree.
Oh, hello.
There is a rather poorly looking individual, a bit unkempt, wearing some rather wrinkled looking clothes that were probably pulled on rather hastily in the middle of the night here. They have a badge about them that is rather impressive looking, with a feather and a cap, and they have a mustache that is a bit greasy and, again, a little bit unkempt. It's not quite perfect here in the middle of the night. And they're sort of brushing the sleep out of their eyes. And he looks at you and says,
Oh, that's rather good. Thank you all for all of your hard work. I would be happy to see if our Bree Wardens would be half as useful as you would be.
Several individuals dressed in cloaks, wearing probably some short swords at their hip, look at each other a little bit disgruntled, maybe in your direction.
No. It was luck. It really was luck. I mean, he ran through the field.
He's just being modest.
No,
absolute hero, that man.
No.
Yep.
It just
Agree.
No. We were just trying to get enough information to get back.
No, because it was your idea to keep going down into the field, and it was your idea to follow him. And then when we saw him burying something, you went, "That's everyone's stolen possessions." I'm telling you, we gotta do something about it.
That's right.
I'm like
What
shrinking
can I
and
say? A
looking at
hero's
the
a hero.
Very excellent job. Well done, everyone. Bree Wardens, Gunner, Walden, if you could please take this individual to the armory and lock them up, and we will have them serve their time for being a sneak thief here in Bree. It's unheard of. Thank you, young fellows. Your names, please.
Oh.
Tuddles, are we going to be in the paper?
Is there? Do you have like some sort of
The crier might proclaim things.
Crier?
It's the Green Day approaches in the market soon, and there will be much news, but it is the middle of the night. I think it rather inappropriate to wake the town if we can avoid it.
Right.
Are we going to be in histories of Bree?
That's kind of sort of where I was going with that. I'm just wondering, how long do you think it'll take for the news to travel to the Shire?
Oh. That's probably not good.
I do not well know. It's very possible it might not even reach the Shire. It's a rather small town.
Oh.
Very few hobbits.
Frogs.
The
What?
journeys.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, okay.
Should we write a letter?
No, I don't. I don't think they need to know. I can tell you my name, but maybe don't be crying it out.
I
Problem
think
is, I
there's
don't
an
think
issue.
they'll believe us. If we send them a letter saying what we did, I don't think they'll believe us unless we
I
have
don't want
proof.
to send a letter. They're going to think we're ridiculous. They find out about this. We'll have something attached to our names. Potentially troublemakers. What's that going to be like? We could have controlled the narrative a little bit when we get back, but this is,
Troublemakers. Nonsense. You stopped the trouble. You're trouble stoppers.
Yeah, but
That's right. I'm telling you.
Hobbits aren't one to put their foot into things, Gossip, sure, but...
That's tall talk coming from the one who just insisted on chasing the man.
Well,
I told ya.
No, listen, I just wanted to see where he was going. Obviously, a thief running out. His whole demeanor was dark, and scary, and all I could think that this poor man, and this man, he stole a picture, a painting of this man's wife.
Oh yeah. That
I mean,
was pretty
that is
bad.
just...
That's very bad.
Tragic.
So
Wretched.
I just wanted to see where he was going, so we had information. Everything that happened, I didn't... Yeah, and then you see him sort of just step back and is like, I don't think it's. I don't want to tell my name. I don't want to say my name. It's fine. It's okay.
Regardless, it is most appreciated. Thank you for all your help. It's very kind of you. We have perhaps some something to help you on your journey, but that is all that we can provide at this moment. We have no such awards, but we can place your name in the office of the Bray Wardens, perhaps.
Oh, is that unbecoming to do something like that?
Oh. No. I guess not.
No.
Okay.
I do not know the customs here in the West as well, but in my home it would be unbecoming to refuse.
I think this is definitely a courtesy matter. All right.
We'll
okay.
graciously accept that lovely offer.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Very well. We'll have everything drawn up tomorrow or the day after. And the market day will, I'm sure, we'll have a few criers singing your praises as the items are returned. Well, that being said, I think it's best if everyone returns to bed as we are able to place this thief in custody, and everyone has a pleasant evening of sleep without worry.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Yeah, of course.
Good night, Mr. Gandalf. Good night, sir. Good night. Rather busy, haven't you? You've been rather busy. How did this come about?
Well, we were trying to get a horse, a pony.
A pony.
Right, because that's what you said I needed to do before.
And then we heard
head out in the morning.
And then we heard a crash. And we thought someone was hurt.
Exactly.
Right.
We thought someone
we thought
fell.
he'd fallen down the stairs and broken his landing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Broken his landing with his landing.
Yeah. Just
right.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, because we were thinking it was stairs with landing and
staircase,
double broken
staircase
landing
that he broke. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is most fortunate you were able to discover such a thing. I'm glad that none of you are hurt, although that bruise doesn't look very good.
Oh, it's all right. No, I've fallen out of a couple trees in my time.
All right.
That's true, you have.
Should we see about getting butter?
Oh, that's right. We should get butter.
Perhaps we can adjourn to sleep. We have a long journey ahead of us.
Because we'll get butter in the morning.
Right.
In the morning. Right.
Right. Okay.
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 This thief.
It's just.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find yourselves subduing them?
The thief?
Yes.
Before or after we, subdue them as in, what did we do after they were unconscious? Or before?
Yeah.
You fought with them.
Right.
Well, he
a little
sort
bit.
of fought with me first, and then these two came up to the rescue, and Piper just ran full force at him. I mean, the bravery, behind her sword, and then Todd with the bow just shooting those arrows. I mean, I was scrambling back, and once he got hit, he went down. It was a striking blow that arrow did, and then we hit him in the head a lot.
That is rather impressive.
Oh gosh, we thought you were going to be mad for some reason.
A little bit,
He said he was going to be angry with us.
I think that was
dangerous.
me.
I am rather glad that you are all right. Such things can be very intimidating.
Oh, we weren't intimidated none, right?
I wasn't scared.
Intimidated?
A second,
mildly
you know.
intimidated.
Right.
I was scared when he hit you, Piper.
Yeah.
It would seem,
I was a little
Gandalf,
bit
that
scared when he
you've
hit me as
chosen.
well.
It would seem that you've chosen quite the lively trio to bring along.
Does that mean that that you're pretty impressed with us as well, Wolfman?
The guy was twice your size, right? I suppose that
I'd
is
say
impressive.
like 3 times our size.
Yeah, but
No,
if we were only-
twice for me.
if we were
I'm
on
the
each other's
tallest out of all of us. I was
shoulders,
pretty.
You know, then we'd be probably it.
I could take him if I stood maybe on a couple of books. I would have probably been there. Would have been fine.
You were taking him at your current height. I mean, that.
They're naturals.
Right. But be cautious as we proceed on our adventure. There will be
Right.
Hey,
challenges
Of
that
course.
I assure you will be far more intimidating than the one that you experienced this evening.
Okay. Yeah. I'd hope not. That was enough. That
Oh, yep.
was
Well, it was pretty
challenging.
scary,
enough.
I'd say.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, that's.
I don't
How
know. It
did you
was pretty
find
exciting
the-
as well.
How did you find these treasures?
Well, he was. So when we found him next to a tree, he was digging into the ground right there, and he had the bag that he'd stolen from the farmer's house. So once we got into the little scuffle, and he was down, and we had him sort of tied up, Piper took a deeper look into that hole and found there was a lot more in there than just the bag that he'd stolen. So he'd been doing this for a little while, I suppose.
wait a minute. My travels to Bree were following a thief in the first place. I did not get a good look at this guy. What did he look like?
Very
Tall,
angular,
one was
angular
scrawny,
features and
angry,
hooked nose.
hair.
and-
Very angry.
Yeah,
yeah.
Was it
um,
greasy
and
and,
he was like,
wiry hair?
"Arr."
Child
Oh yeah, he's
murderer.
very
Right,
greasy
yeah.
and wiry. Yeah.
That's about right.
He had very, very massive amounts
and
of
he had your friend's
child
things,
murder
by the way,
energy.
which
Oh,
I
that's
have
Which
here.
way?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I just
we got
hand
the
him.
book.
I just give him the book.
That's right. We found that. And a few other things as well.
Don't tell them I kept it, but I remember that you told me that that's what you were looking for. So, we kept it, and it's a secret.
Yeah, it's a secret.
Keep it secret, please.
Yeah.
Unsafe.
Right.
Yeah, don't lose it again.
The book?
Dwarven notebook.
Is
This
this
is
what
it.
you are searching for?
It is.
Wait, what?
I'm astounded, actually. I thought I had lost it.
Wait, does that mean you don't need to come with us?
Well, nonsense. I still have to go to Tharbad. I have to return this book to its owner.
Perfect.
Very curious.
Good.
Such a
Actually,
serendipitous course of events.
right. It's quite,
What does that
quite the
word mean?
coincidence.
May
What
I
does that
see
word
this
mean?
book?
So you can read Dwarven, can you not? Perhaps you could confirm this is in fact Rio's book. Maybe his name is in it, and I'll
Wait.
just hand it to
It's
Gandalf.
Dwarven. Is that what that was?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay, right, all right. I didn't know that.
Oh, sorry. There was so much. Well, we found your pipe, and then we found the.
Dang, did I forget to mention?
Presents.
Oh no, Lorne, I forgot to mention. And now she didn't have a bit of the information that she was supposed to have because I forgot to mention it.
What?
I'm sorry, Todd.
That's okay.
It was
There's a lot-
Dwarven.
No,
I
there's
knew
a
it the
lot
whole
going on.
time. I didn't say it.
Well, that's because you're
I know.
smart. It's fine.
It's okay.
Why no now? That's not a big deal. You're all right.
Okay.
Intriguing.
Does it have his name on it or anything to make sure that I have the... I'm certain that is it. It matches the description exactly, but
Just to be sure.
I don't know how many around here could even read Dwarven, so it's hard to tell.
I believe that there is something written here. This is however, protected. These are runes of protection upon this book.
Protection upon a book.
Yes. I would not be
Why?
able to read it without breaking this magic placed upon it.
What do you
It's
mean?
magic?
We opened it.
I didn't feel magic.
You are unable to read
was-
it, however.
Well,
Was I able to read it? Because I scored super high. Oh, no, I wasn't. I knew. That's right. No.
well, how did you know it was?
I don't know Dwarven, so I didn't know it was magical language. So
Well, I don't know Dwarven. I didn't even know it was Dwarven.
This does
Yeah.
not belong
my-
to me. It is not my place to break such magics. It would take some time, nonetheless.
That may not be necessary. I am sure Rio himself could simply open it if need be. And besides that, it must be his. He spoke of its great importance, so if it is locked, then it must be important.
Gandalf holds the book and looks at it a little longer.
Yes. Great importance indeed. It is your task to bring this to your friend,
Indeed.
so it is
Yes,
entrusted to you.
I'll hold my hand out. I will not part with it. Not till we reach Tharbad and I return it to its owner.
Well said. Well,
Strange. Strange that I can open it and look at it and you cannot, but the markings mean nothing to me.
I can look at this and the markings inside, however, because the book is protected, I cannot read them. Much as anyone else would be unable, without breaking the
Shame.
spell.
It is unfortunate that this is in Dwarf and I've never read a book before.
Perhaps that is
You've
something
never read a book.
we might be able to remedy in Tharbad.
Oh, my goodness. We're going to have to read you everything. We can do it.
There is
Well,
a
no,
library
or perhaps-
there.
there's a library.
can-
Oh,
Oh,
I
yes.
can read
Tharbad.
and write, but my people only use it for signposts and warning markers, and we did not discover the secret of making parchment until only 50 years ago. Prior to that, we have no great books or libraries or big scrolls.
But
I've
your
never actually
stories,
read one.
some of the best stories I've ever heard.
yeah,
They should be. The entire history of my people is handed down in story because we did not have parchment.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, we do a lot of storytelling as well. They get a little extra flavor from time to time, when we tell them, at the tavern. But we do that as well. But we have a lot of books as well. We need to get you a book. We need to get you something.
Yes.
I will worry about new books only after this one is returned. I'll shove it inside my cloak, and that will stay.
Oh. Okay. So
Sleep.
sleep.
Right.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Mm.
We leave at first light. We have a long journey ahead of us. If we make good time, we might be able to reach Tharbad in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's. Okay. Yeah. 2 weeks.
That's a long
okay.
time.
It's a long time, but there'll be more of us, so that's good. And
We will have to travel relatively lightly. So be careful what you bring. Again, I will
Okay.
leave my cart behind.
Can
Can everyone take a
assume-
couple loaves of bread on their ponies? Just wondering.
Just-
Todd needs bread. We all need bread, but
I have neither a horse nor the coin to buy one, so I will slow us down if I come along.
Oh, no. I'm sure we can. Don't
Nonsense.
they?
We'll figure something out.
Yeah,
Can you ride a pony?
Yeah, ooh.
The horses and
Depends how
ponies.
strong the pony is.
The ponies and my horse will mostly be used to relieve us during the walk and to carry any belongings we may have.
Oh.
Do not worry about
we're
your
walking.
pace.
Just say that, Todd.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about riding. You don't-
Right, okay.
Yeah.
That's
We can
perfect.
pack the whole pony with bread.
Very
We
well.
will still make as
Perfect.
quick a pace as we can without
Right.
tiring ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have to worry about embarrassing myself trying to ride the pony.
No.
Everyone get some sleep.
Sleep.
Have a wonderful night.
Mm-hmm.
Set out first thing in the morning.
Which one was our room?
One on the left.
Follow me. Andawin
Oh.
and I are sharing a room.
Okay. Do you have the key? Todd, do you have the key?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Retire for the evening. Heading to bed. And morning comes about. And there's probably a knock at your door. I don't imagine the hobbits are early to rise in general. Would that be correct? Or do you think that you would be up with the sunrise?
I'm still sleeping.
I think
For sure.
Maybe up with the sunrise, but only just barely. Eyes are fluttering. You know, that sort of light streaming in, the golden light. It promises a new day, and we'll get to it in our own damn time. So that's what we're doing.
Oh.
There's a knock on the door.
No, thank you. We don't need any.
I bread. I'll take
Maybe
bread.
later.
A harder knock on the
She'll
door.
take the bread.
Yeah. Oh. Hello.
Oh, why do you need to clean it? We're still sleeping.
Hello.
Oh,
First light.
what?
Wake
Oh.
yourselves up,
Oh.
hobbits.
Right.
Is it time?
Yeah, it's time.
It's time.
Right.
Oh dear.
All right. Okay.
I'm absolutely rushing to get ready. So I realize I've slept in and we're supposed to be leaving right now. Time for adventure.
Right, okay. Yeah, well, time for a wee journey, really. An adventure.
Oh, is
might
that
come
bit of a
along the
walk?
way.
Is that not adventure or no? It's time for butter. We get to go pick out a pony.
Oh, right. Yeah, on our way. Let's go get butter. It's good. And then and we'll officially call Fred bread. All right.
Right.
We're gonna do that officially.
And
Yep.
jam.
And
Right?
And jam.
jam.
And jam.
Jam.
Yeah.
That's right.
Butter and jam. It's perfect. It's good.
Formidable names.
Well, they go together. That's what's important.
It's true.
Yeah.
Just like us.
A
Just like us. That's right.
a sandwich capable of fighting thieves.
A sandwich. No. Look, I don't want us to get a big head about this, all right? We did well, but I want to avoid that again if we can.
But you're so good at it.
No, I'm not really not. I'm good at running. That's all I'm good at.
I don't know. I don't know why you're so afraid of it. It might be the most fantastic thing we've ever done or ever will do.
It's just a lot of work, you know.
What is a lot of work?
It's all of it.
Telling the truth.
I was out of breath. No. Just all of it. Just
The whole thing,
scurrying
you
around.
And you're a farmer. You do a
Yeah.
lot of work every day.
Well, I
Well,
mean, I'm
I'm
really
doing
just
most of
tending
the
all the
weeding.
herbs, really, and
Yeah.
and Todd's really taking care of the majority of the
Yeah,
weeds
yeah.
and everything. I mean, that's
Not
Right.
that he can't do it. It's just that
Oh, right,
you know,
right, sure,
I'm
just-
out there
He
anyway.
just
so
chooses
then I
not
just-
to.
yeah.
just
No,
start
it's
doing
it's
it, yeah, 'cause
symbiotic,
I noticed
really.
it wasn't
Oh,
done
I see.
yesterday,
I see. It's
and it wasn't
symbiotic.
on the day before.
Yeah, it works.
Right, I see.
So then
So
I just
you're
go
just
ahead
taking
and get it
advantage of
done.
Todd's goodwill.
Yeah, just no, it's not advantage. No,
No,
no.
I'm happy to do it.
It's not advantage. It's just...
Up.
What?
Hobbits,
Yeah,
up.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
sorry, Mr.
all right.
Gandalf.
We're up.
Right, there's my bag and... Okay.
Do you think I could order some rolls to go?
Probably, if you're quick.
I might have some from
do it now.
yesterday left, and you can just...
Go.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, I'm gonna start taking my bags down.
Yeah, I've got most of my stuff put together. Yeah, we can go. Let's do it.
Making your way outside the room, you can see Gandalf and Andawin beginning their walk down the stairs with you.
Good morning. A rather leisurely one so far.
Leisurely? It's pretty crisp, pretty fresh. No?
I've been
Not-
knocking on your door for the past 5 minutes.
Well, 5 minutes is hardly enough time to get acquainted with the world again, is it not?
Well,
After
at least
being
now
in
we
such
know
sweet-
that they're... Forgive me, go on.
No, go ahead. No.
At least now we know you are well rested for the journey.
Right.
Oh, well, it was a late night. Yeah, we're ready to go. Just...
Okay. Do we want 2 savory or 1 sweet and 1 batch of savory?
Well,
Quick.
I mean...
One sweet,
gotta
one savory.
decide now.
One sweet, one savory.
Okay,
One sweet,
just-
one of each.
Well,
Should just be a
must
mass.
be getting along. Please be aware you will not be able to carry too much with you in means of food.
Yeah, well, right. But you know, a little for
Requirement. The required amount. No? The required amount of food?
well, 2 weeks is a long time. I
Uh-huh.
suppose
Alright.
we'll have to.
2
But-
loaves, 1
but-
savory. What? Sorry.
But purchase anything else you might need besides food.
Right.
But not including
oh.
these 2 bags of fresh
Hey.
rolls, right?
You know.
Don't
what
worry,
I
they're
really
fresh. They'll
guess-
be gone by noon.
I think
Let us
maybe I
hope
should get.
not.
We're
This
not
is-
going to be carrying them. We're going to be eating them.
Well, this is a trip that will last for 2 weeks. Prepare yourselves accordingly.
Wait, how many rolls do we have?
12
Does that
in
mean,
each
like,
batch.
1 roll per hobbit per day?
I think perhaps,
I can't do
Gandalf,
math.
that I should assist with the rationing.
That might be a good
Rationing.
idea. Andawin.
Rationing.
Okay, show me all of the food that you have so far.
Oh well, here, and I hand him my bag.
Yes, bring it all out. Okay.
I am definitely putting the
Few,
2
few.
bags of fresh rolls behind my back. And I'm sure you
Puddles.
can see them.
The bag is bigger than you. Come. I can see it.
No.
Hand it over.
I know to the
I don't have anything.
Toddles. I'm gonna lean over. Toddles.
Ah,
The bag.
Fine.
Come now. This has to last us 2 weeks.
I give him 1 bag and I'm still holding the other one.
Aside from any hunting that might be done along the way, and hopefully Andawin may be able to assist with that. I will be our guide, and then jobs for the rest of you. Who would like to be a lookout, and who would like to be, well, a guide, a scout, perhaps?
Well, I think that I've got a keen eye about me.
Can you tell
So-
these in your bag? Put them in your bag.
Okay, I'm doing it.
So I'm sort of stepping in front of the 2 of them. I'm definitely a keen eye
Just take
on
half and
me.
I'll take the other half.
So
Okay, all right. Okay, do you want
and
the
then
sweet or the
I'll
savory?
shh, and I'll take point on that. Not hunting for me,
even the
not
sweet,
not
so we're just
hunting.
bringing
Oh,
the
right,
savory
okay, just
for me.
savory. Okay, yeah.
Whoever will be lookout will be in charge of keeping the watch, and whoever would be a scout will be in charge of setting up camp.
Just a quick question there, Mr. Loremaster. Could you remind me what stats we need for such jobs?
Yes, of course. If you open up the
That's
skills handout, it will tell you.
Oh,
In
right.
bold. I bolded such skills. Lookout
Because
will
he knows we're
require
gonna not pay
awareness.
attention.
It's also for myself. The scout must be good at exploring. The hunter, of course, must be good at hunting. And the guide often relies on travel.
What if we're not good at any of these particular things?
I'm all right with travel.
Well,
I
listen,
can effectively.
Oh, I'm also good with explore.
I can do
Listen,
any of
alright.
these tasks except the travel.
Okay,
Okay.
show off.
oh, that's interesting.
Well, I can do
Okay.
one travel. I can do
Okay, so
a little bit of travel.
so I can do thrice the job at awareness with advantage.
Whoa.
And once with travel with advantage.
okay,
so it's
show
really
off.
I will
We
be
got
the
two
guide,
shots
so you
here.
will not have to worry
And-
about travel.
okay.
Okay, so then what do we
awareness.
have left?
Lookout and scout. I believe Andawin will be most helpful in means of hunting. Yes?
Okay,
That I can do.
I can look out.
eat.
I
How's
can.
that?
You can eat.
You can
That is
also be
important.
a lookout as well.
All right.
All right. Let's pick up our supplies and begin our journey
Okay.
of fellowship.
I've counted out the food that we have, the days we travel ahead. Each of you, 1 bread roll, and 1/2 of a smoked meat per day. And anything beyond that will have to be from whatever we hunt along the road. And these
I'm so
are
sorry.
not these are not a dessert or a snack. Gandalf spoke with the innkeeper last night. I don't know whether he was particularly welcoming or perhaps he was simply just too scared to say no, but honey cakes for the road.
Excellent.
Honey
1 per
cakes.
person.
I
One
take
per
one
person
and
per
I
day?
eat one immediately.
No, 1 per person at all.
Period.
Period. If
Period.
you find
Okay.
yourself weary on the road, you may eat 1. Do not eat it right. In fact, I'm going to hang on to these. Gandalf, you can have yours.
All
I
right,
trust you to
okay.
ration it.
Thank you
Oh.
for doing that because I
Yeah,
definitely
great,
would have grabbed it
yeah.
and just put it in my mouth without thinking about it.
Tell you what, I will keep these until we are halfway to our destination, and then we can all share them.
Have
Oh, something to look forward to.
yeah, one.
We're going to be there
wonderful.
tomorrow, right?
in 2 weeks.
Again,
2 weeks.
It's just a
this
week.
is
Two, so that's long.
a fortnight.
Right.
So yeah, it's just Fortnight. Yeah, it's
Wait, I thought Fortnight was 40 days. Am I an idiot?
No. Fortnight is 2
It's a fortnight, not 40
It's
days.
four-
it's
it's
2
it's
weeks.
14. It's
14.
14
I
weeks.
literally have thought a fortnight has been 40 days this whole time, my whole life, my whole 33 years on this metal earth.
So
No.
No.
this show is about learning, and it's important. And well, it's good. It's okay. Learning is good. It's good. It's all right. There's plenty of misconceptions out there. This is a good thing. Okay, don't be embarrassed. It's all right.
Oh, I'm not.
Okay, good,
Oh, I'm
good.
not.
It's-
Why on earth
so
would they call it
it's-
fortnight
it's-
then if it's
it's-
not 40 days?
It's short for
14
nights.
14
14.
is a fortnight.
Well,
I can't breathe.
perhaps we should get going before we confuse
Yeah.
others any further.
That's cool. That's
All
perfect.
the
So
times
let's
in
go
which
ahead
I've
and do
said
it.
fortnight and people have looked at me confused are now flashing before my eyes. Oh, Lord.
Oh no, I'm sorry about that. Oh no.
I can't
Right.
wait for Christmas. It's in a fortnight.
I would like to say
40 days from now.
I'd like to state that I am getting a few items before we leave. They are common items. One being rope. I am getting rope, which I
That's a
imagine it's
really good idea, Lon.
probably. I don't know what size this rope would be though. I can't imagine it would be a very much considering my size. So
I would imagine that you would find maybe 20 to 30 feet of rope.
20 it is.
So
I
let's say
definitely want the smaller
25.
amount. 25, I'll do it. 25 feet. Perfect, thank you.
Should I get anything? Mr. Gandalf? I have no idea. I've never been adventuring before.
Well, it would be good if we all were able to bring some things, some tools that might be useful. Rope is very good. Do you have proper packs? All of you?
Do have a small pack. Yes, I have a
blankets.
It's a
Cloaks.
leather, but
Yeah.
I don't have a.
Get a
No.
cloak.
No,
This
don't
will
have
be
a-
your
I
last
don't-
night sleeping in a real bed for some time. You
Right.
should bring,
Pots,
if you are not accustomed to
pans
sleeping
for
on the hard
cooking.
ground,
pots and pans.
Right,
for
so like a bedroll or something.
Yes.
get
Small-
something soft to sleep on if you're not used to
small-
hard ground.
I think as I keep adding
Hard
items
ground.
to my pack, I'm noticing the weight. Small pan.
Oh.
You said a
think so,
tool.
too.
I think I look at my fingernails and go, small shovel.
Honey, obviously, right?
Yeah, honey.
Honey.
Well, yeah,
Should
honey.
make sure that you have, well, as Andawin said, a soft place to sleep. You want to make sure that you can keep warm. Something to start a fire, perhaps some flint and steel.
Flint and steel.
I'll handle the
okay.
flint and steel. I can get that.
You've got that, okay.
I think as I'm packing, I'm also starting to realize that this is not at all going to be easy to pack and have everything fit and carry. And
I'm just
I
going
don't-
to set a small restriction for all of you. I'm going to say that
Oh,
you can
okay.
each pick 3 useful items to add to your useful items lists.
okay, and that's not including what we already have, or would you like us to include what we did at the start of character creation as well?
I'm going to say in
Oh.
addition to.
Okay, all right.
Okay. And that's different than gear. Is that
Correct.
right?
Useful items. You can click the pull down menu at the top right,
Right.
there.
Flint and steel would be useful items, bedrolls, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Blankets.
Not gear. Okay. Sorry, just confirming.
So
So we're getting 3 each, is that right? I think you said.
we're
yeah,
picking
all
up
right.
additional useful items on top of the ones we started with.
Yes.
Yes.
If you have
Right.
the treasure rating for it.
I do not,
Yeah.
so I will make do with what I've brought.
Unfortunately, yes.
Wait.
Okay, I'm going
How
to.
do we know if we've got a treasure rating?
It's
Oh,
in the
yeah.
near the experience area. There's 6.
Oh, right, okay, all right.
I think the hobbits all start with 30.
Oh, what does that mean?
So you're in
We all
the
start with 30.
yeah, you're in the range of common stuff. So basically anything that you might
Oh.
find in like you might be able to afford if you were a commoner is the way that you think
Right.
about it.
Right, okay.
And how much does each of these 3 things that we get?
It doesn't
Cost.
minus anything. It's just you get
Oh.
put into a bracket essentially. So if a commoner could swing it, then you can.
Okay.
They don't get very specific on it.
Cool.
All right. Well, since we're going to be doing 3 items, I think I'm going to have to either get rid of the rope, the pan, or the shovel because I got a blanket.
I think get rid of the shovel. I have a bedroll, a heavy cloak, and flint and steel.
Okay.
Should get a bedroll. It's going to be probably rough sleeping.
I think
Okay.
so too.
Yeah,
I also think I don't know what I would get. So if someone wants to decide for me, like
I think you get a
bedroll,
pot,
I would think.
a
Yeah,
cooking
yeah.
pot, so you could make food.
Oh, we can make stew. That's actually not a bad idea at all.
And
right?
nobody
Small
else has a
pot.
cooking pot.
I have a pan for frying stuff.
All right,
we could
okay.
use one for both, honestly. Just
That's
to
true.
make it
It's
easier.
probably
Yeah.
better
We'll
to
need
have
a
a
second
pot than
one
a
for
pan.
boiling water.
Oh,
Right.
that's good. Yeah,
Okay.
that's actually a really good idea. Okay.
Right. I think
Two pots?
I think in this moment I would be starting to realize, I think it's sinking in what we're about to do and how difficult this is going to be, and I'm looking to Andawin a lot, but I'm not asking him for help. I'm just maybe deer in headlights, like what do I
I'm starting to rattle off common traveling items because I'm picking up on the fact that maybe
Right.
the hobbits have not done this before. And
Okay.
also, this is a rare treat. I normally don't have money to spend. I can actually
Right,
buy
perfect.
supplies for once
Okay,
with someone
all right.
else's money.
Perfect. So I'll get a bedroll, and then Andawin, you go ahead and let me know what else you select, and I'll put that here on my character sheet.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Loremaster, I assume that these extra useful items we're picking up, are they also to be tied to a skill the same way the starting ones were? Is that how it works, or?
The starting ones aren't necessarily tied to a skill. Where are you getting that from? I'm just curious if I missed something.
Oh, that was in the useful item section in the book was like each useful item you pick should generally be associated with a skill.
Yeah. Yes. I thought you meant the blessings for a second. That is correct. So the stuff that's next to the items there, those are for blessings, so you don't have to fill anything in there. But typically, yes, it's associated with a skill. And you can assume that, like, I don't know, a like bedroll would probably be related to either like exploration or travel, maybe something along those lines.
Recognizing how to put something in a way that it won't get saturated, or not directly on the mud. Yeah. Okay.
Do we get any pluses for those things?
Depending on the situation. You don't put anything in those columns next to it.
Okay.
All right, if we are ready to set out, then we shall begin our journey. And let's pick up a pony, for you, Toddles.
Butter. We're picking up butter. That's the name of the pony, not the food.
Since you were talking so much about food, I thought you were referencing getting a lot of butter.
Yeah, that's really our fault.
The easiest to bring
I can
with.
see why you would make that distinction.
Very well.
Now we enter into the fellowship phase.
Woo!
As you journey to the land of Tharbad, which will take approximately 2 weeks, leaving the town of Bree behind you. And in the fellowship phase, we do a bunch of different things. Let's bring you over to the map here.
That's exciting.
Cool.
Oops. Too many windows open. Okay. In the fellowship phase, we do a bunch of things. We set the duration, which in this case will be 2 weeks, at a good clip that you're going to be making here through this journey as Gandalf guides you. Our destination will be Tharbad. Normally you choose a destination, but for this portion, this is kind of the hand-holding part of the adventure. Gandalf is your guide, and your destination is Tharbad. You now perform updates, which are experience points spending. I gave you a handout for the fellowship phase on Roll20 there. If you open up that fellowship phase handout, right at the very top, you have an image there of the cost of upgrading skills or combat proficiency or new valor or wisdom ranks. Valor and wisdom ranks are what you roll in those really tough situations where you have to protect yourselves against the shadow. So having higher valor and wisdom ranks can protect you against the shadow. So that's something to consider as you consider how you would like to upgrade. You can also spend points on skill and upgrade the skills. Basically, each of those pips for your skills costs more and more. It's like diminishing returns as you spend points on those. So just be wary about how you spend them. And then once you've done the updates, we're going to choose a group undertaking that you will be spending your time on. And that's a separate handout called Fellowship Undertakings. So if you haven't done so, begin to spend your experience points how you'd like.
We all should have 15 points to spend, correct?
I think
Except
Coddles
for me,
has one left.
I was sick and I was not here.
Oh, we have 15. Oh, I have 12
So
written down. I think I
punished.
must have missed 3. Is that for adventure
Good joke.
and skill? It's 15.
So this is skill or adventure point cost for the experience stuff.
And our total
Can't we
should
just
be
give
at 15
Can't
right
we just
now.
give Toddles the extra points?
No. I was making a joke. I was joking.
Okay.
It's
That is
just a
how the
joke.
rules are written, so I wasn't sure if you were joking.
No,
Yeah.
no,
No,
I'm
and that's
joking.
that's fine,
1,000%.
but-
That's like
but-
every game.
Mine are at 12, so I didn't know if I was supposed to have them at 15, and I just forgot to update it
I
last.
believe they should be at 15 adventure points and 15 skill points
Minus
for
3
each of
for
us.
me. Yeah.
Okay.
minus
Right,
for me.
12?
Okay.
Because it's
See, mine's
It
at
was-
12.
oh no,
so-
we got 3 in the beginning. You're right. It should be 15. It should be 15.
Well,
Okay.
we've completed 5 sessions, have we not? And it would be 3
Mine's 12. Yeah, mine's 12.
True. Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Because it's 3 each time? Okay. Just making sure.
Also, can we, if people would like, and if it's all right, to sort of flavor why we're getting an upgrade in something, you know?
Yeah,
Like
if we want to go around and maybe talk about what you got, or we can keep it a secret. I don't know if you want to do that. Which would you prefer?
I'm
I'm
still
happy
deciding.
to talk about it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
feel like
go
we should-
ahead.
We should definitely give at least some sort of a clue what we are upgrading so we don't end up
Oh,
with...
yeah. So, like, if we narratively say, like, on this adventure, you see me doing a lot of, this or that, right? That might be fun.
Well, if you want to do it that way, or just, say what skill. Either way, I feel like if we all go into it blindly, we may end up with some skill that no
Zed,
one can do.
you're right.
And then-
Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Does anybody
Find out
know
that
how
no
they
one
would
in the
like
entire
to go?
group can ever solve a riddle.
I do actually. I've got a few things that I know I want to do. So, considering all the issues we had scanning last time, I think definitely recognizing the issues that I have there. So, scan when examining something closely or attentively. The skill allows a player hero to skim through a book. So who among us might have Andawin, or do you have any ability in scan?
Very little.
All right, but do you have a
that is-
pip?
I have one. That
Okay.
is actually something that I had been thinking of taking as well, because one of my cultural unique benefits is for scanning specifically.
Okay.
So I will probably also do that.
I think you'd probably, on the journey, hear Launton start talking about the fact that he feel like he missed a lot. He was so certain that someone had fallen and gotten hurt. And the window being broken must have been, but he didn't realize where the glass had fallen. And he's probably going through these things, recognizing that there are details that he missed. And it's possible that, very out loud talking about, like, between us, we all recognize that. And Andawin, do you have a keen eye for details? And then start, like, having a conversation. Like, I feel like I miss stuff, or I don't put the right idea behind what I see. Does it make sense to you?
I think when you spend your time surrounded by other people, living in not necessarily a crowded area, but you are surrounded by family and friends, there are many distractions. Out here in the wild, there are none. Learn to open your eyes. It will keep you alive, or get you killed.
Okay. So, to that end, I've got some paper and a quill that I had from a while back. I think that Launton is starting to write small details on the paper, things that either to look for or pay attention to along the road, movements of animals, insects, different things like that, to try and pay attention. So, I am going to spend 4 adventure points to put into scan for now, and I will remove those. So that's just for flavor and everything else like that. I've done that, and I will get rid of 4.
I'm gonna ruin the flavor with questions about math.
Sure.
So for this experience point costs, these lineups here are like the amount of points that you have to spend. So if I want to take something to a 2 on the pip to have a second pip in it, then I have to spend 8 skill points in order to
go from
get that extra one.
yeah
To go from 1 to 2.
Yeah.
And then to go from 2 to 3, it's another additional 12.
I don't think so. I actually do think it's 4 each time, and up to 12, and then to go from 3 to 4, then it costs 8. So if you wanted to go from 0 to 4, I think it's 20. No, it can't be. It has to be 4 plus 8 to go to 2 from 0.
It's so
I want to go
odd
to
me that
3. So how many do I need? If I've got 15 points
24.
and I want to go to 3 and the train is on its way. Okay.
Yeah, you could only go from 0 to 2, I think.
Well, I have 1 right now.
You have 1 right now. So
I have 1 right now, so I would just need to go 2 and then 3.
you
I don't
still
really know
wouldn't
how it
have
works,
enough.
I'm sorry.
You still wouldn't have enough. You need 16. To
Okay.
do that.
I need 16. Okay.
Yeah. Right? 8.
Well, I can go to 2, so
4.
that's
no,
helpful.
you'd need 8. You'd need 8. So you can go to 3.
I can go to 3. Okay, I'll take it. And then
They really don't make it easy, do they?
how many adventure points do I have left over from that?
7.
If the train is coming at 375,
You have 7
I have
left.
7.
7.
Okay.
I'll be honest, when I had been trying to figure out the math, I assumed that it meant the cost was like exponential per ranking. Like to go from level 2 to level 3 would
Well,
cost
it
12
is.
points.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
From level 3 to 4, it jumps up to an 8-point difference, and then from 4 to 5, it's a 6-point difference, and then from 5 to 6, it's a 4-point difference. I mean, to me that makes sense. Like it should be an exponential difference.
Yeah.
I guess we just have to pick. I'm gonna say that we do the exponential one then.
So it's a combination each time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
then that would mean that I pay 8 of my points right now to go to level 2 on
Yes.
the Explore.
Yeah.
And then I'm saving whatever points afterwards because I need 12 to go to number 3.
Yeah, you
okay.
have 7 left.
Cool.
Okay, so...
Wait, no, that doesn't help me.
Well, you
no.
spend. You still get till 2, and you have 7 adventure points left.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, cool.
All right.
That was for a valor or a skill, or a wisdom or a skill.
That was for a skill.
Okay, so it'd be skill points,
Yeah,
not
it's
adventure
skill points. Skill points.
So...
Just to make sure that you're aware they are different.
Yeah,
I may need help then. I'm so sorry
Okay,
that I'm
so
having such a difficult time with this.
Adventure
We have 15
points,
skill points and 15 adventure points, and the adventure
Yes,
points go
you
to
have-
the wisdom and valor.
Adventure
Okay.
points are for wisdom and valor, and also weapons. And then
Got it.
skill points is for like all of the main stuff in the middle.
Got it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, let's say I have 0 in hunting because I am terrible at it. And I want to go up to 2 right now. I would need to spend 8 points and 4 points, right? 4 for the first
Yes,
pip.
it would cost
8 for the
12.
second pip.
Yep.
Yeah, 12 skill points.
Right. And then if I want to go to 3, I'd have to have 12 more.
Yeah, you would
To
need
go to 3.
24. Yeah,
Okay. All right. I get you.
because otherwise I think you could max out the skills too quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it would be such a
That
smaller
makes sense
jump.
to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
For example, if I wanted to bump my healing and give it a 3rd pip because I already have 2, it's only going to cost me 12, right?
Right.
Right, perfect. That's what I'm doing.
that's
then.
great.
That's
Okay.
all of my stuff.
Great.
So, but I have to do.
You can also you also have adventure points that you can spend, and those you can spend on combat proficiency. It's combat proficiencies and the
No, I
valor and
know,
wisdom,
but-
right?
Oh,
Fairly.
Yes.
Right.
Right,
And
but I mean, but if I'm bumping the healing up to the 3rd pip, I'm doing
Those are skill
advent-
points.
12. Well, it's a skill or adventure point cost I can choose, right?
No.
Okay.
The handout, it says that because, like, if you look before that, it says
because you're
skill
picking
or
either one.
combat.
Okay,
Yes.
All right,
It must be
and then-
skill points for healing.
but then do I also spend the valor or the wisdom for that upgrade
Correct.
as well? Right. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
This is interesting.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well,
And again, valor and wisdom will protect you against the shadow, and you can also do your combat proficiencies as well with the adventure points.
oof.
All right. Okay. Oh no. All right.
To each their own. I personally will highly recommend you look at your Hobbit cultural virtues. Some of those are very good if you upgrade your wisdom points.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
also have the the advantage in wisdom from we roll that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you have cultural virtues that when you level up your wisdom, when you get a new rank in wisdom, you get a new virtue, and when you get 2 points in wisdom, you can now take cultural virtues, and hobbits have their own. They start on page 85 in the book.
Okay.
All right.
And those points, you don't spend those valor and wisdom points. Those are, you use those are leveled up.
Okay. So if I use my adventure point and I want to get my wisdom from 1 to 2, then it costs me 2 adventure points to do that. And then if I want to get my wisdom to level 3, then it costs me 3 adventure points to do that.
No.
No, it's the right column.
Yeah, the skill or adventure cost. So
the costs of skill points and adventure points to a corresponding thing are the same. Like
Yes.
going to say level 3 of the healing skill or going to level 3 of valor will cost
Right.
the same number. Either way,
Got
it costs you 12. It's just whether it's skill point or adventure point you're paying.
Okay.
To get your wisdom from 1 to 2, it's 8 points.
Adventure
Perfect.
points.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Adventure points. Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm like so
No,
bad
it's
at
all right.
New.
numbers.
This is why
Yeah,
we're
this is
doing
great.
this.
I mean,
Yeah.
so hypothetically, since valor is at 1 and wisdom's at 1, and I have 15 points, I really would have to choose between the two if I was
Yes.
going
You
to
can't get both.
upgrade one. Right. And with the
So we got
older
7.
issues, let's say it's 12 points, so I could put bow at 3 instead of 2 if I wanted to, since I do have enough for that. But I'm going to give it to a wisdom. That's what I'm going to do. So I would like
a
to
bad
say
idea.
that flavor-wise, with the scanning and paying attention and probably conferring with Andawin every so often, asking him questions about the observations, and he's probably given me some good direction about saying, no, that is completely off. That would kill you. And I'd go, I think I'm probably picking up some of his nature level wits and survivability for my wisdom. So let's see, that would be 12 and I've got 3 left.
And if you were to pick valor, just so you know the difference, valor, like you had the rewards at the beginning, you get a new reward if you do valor.
Oh, neat.
So wisdom,
Oh,
you get the new
interesting.
virtues, and valor, you get new rewards, which are pretty great. Both are very good.
That's a very hard decision.
Yeah, as
So
well as combat, honestly. I mean, you've seen the difference in combat. When you're bad at something, it's almost impossible to
Yeah.
hit.
Last question. How many virtues do you get when you're bumping up your wisdom?
You get one.
Is it like 1 for each
yeah.
bump up?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Valor because we just
That
had
makes
a big
sense.
battle.
Yep. I was
And
wondering that too.
Yeah, and that also means that I took 1 new point in battle. So I had 0 in battle, and I've taken 1 in battle. And then I've updated my Explorer to 2, which means that I'm now down to 3 skill points. And I've taken 1 new Valor, so that's 7 adventure points left over. I'm just saying that out loud for everyone to understand how the math would work out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the lore version of that is that because we went into a fight
Sure.
a large thief.
Yeah.
And I used a
I
sword
lied.
and got
I'm
kicked
so
around.
sorry. I have one other question.
Yes.
Can you take things multiple times?
The same virtue. I think it would
Yeah.
say specifically. Can be chosen exclusively and gain a new rank. Blah blah blah.
Which virtue are you looking at?
Prowess.
I'm pretty sure all of those generic virtues say they can be done multiple times.
All right. Okay.
I'll double check.
Choose a first virtue. May choose a new one each time they gain a new rank. So I don't think you can, actually.
Oh, all right.
Because
Okay.
it specifically says it may choose a new one each time they gain a new rank.
There are 6 virtues. Sorry, it says there are 6 virtues for players to choose from. Each talent can be acquired multiple times should
right
a player
below
wish
it.
so.
Great.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Wonderful. So
and I think. Yeah, go ahead. Go.
I could stack that. That might be pretty good. But I'll look at the cultural ones first.
I think that after Piper's dressing down of the advantage taken of Todd, I am paying attention to my body and my movement as we go, trying to control my breathing as we travel, and I'm going to put 1 into athletics so that Todd isn't out of breath all the time.
Might not
And
be a
then I
bad
think-
plan.
So, just for clarification, the virtues and cultural virtues and whatnot, were we not supposed to start with a cultural virtue? Because
That is correct. Yeah,
Okay.
you need 2 wisdom to have a
okay.
cultural virtue.
Because the
Oh.
wording just said
Yeah,
it just said to choose one from chapter 5, but chapter 5 has all the cultural virtues as well. So maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah, it's a small paragraph. It's one of those bracketed paragraphs. You need to have a wisdom of 2 to take a cultural virtue.
And I'm assuming you can only take the cultural one that you're a part of, like
Yes,
Hobbit.
it has to be virtues of the hobbits.
So now that I have a wisdom of 2,
You could take a cultural virtue of the hobbits, yes.
Okay. So then Andawin can just take a regular one and make up the difference.
That's what I was thinking I'll have to do. Yes, I'm just trying to find
Perfect.
I'm trying to find what Loremaster is describing right now. I cannot find it.
Rioth just linked it in our private chat.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
Spoilers.
What page are those specifically like a Hobbit
Hobbit's
page?
85.
Thank you very much.
And the paragraph is on 81.
This is probably going to get us killed. But can I suggest that the hobbits take the same cultural one? Listen to this. The wise say that it is sometimes best to trust to friendship than to great wisdom. It's called 3 is company.
Oh
This
my
is
god.
particularly true for hobbits, as everyone knows that it is hardly possible to separate them from their friends. You have given your trust to your fellow company members, and a true friendship has grown from the bond unifying you. Raise your company's
well, number
fellowship
1.
rating by 1 point. That means
And-
our fellowship rating would go up 3 points.
And we get to choose
A second fellowship
a second
focus.
fellowship focus, so we can
I'm
choose
telling
3
ya.
new foci.
I mean, it makes sense because we are connected, so narratively it's a good upgrade, but it might be a really good upgrade at the very start of the adventure.
Yeah, I'm taking a look if
What page is that?
Just so you're
Otherwise,
aware,
I'm going to take sure at the mark.
yeah.
just so you're aware, though, you will only get 1 second fellowship focus because you do get to take 2. You get to take an undertaking during the fellowship, and I think that's what they're referring to. Let me just double check on that. Sorry, folks. We're also like learning the system, so we
Yeah,
figured.
as well, it just came out.
Yeah, I figured
Okay.
we'd all just talk about it while we're doing it.
No, this is good. I think this is kind of necessary. I'm seeing
think
now
so
that
too.
I took my superpower too early. The whole Anduin seeing everything at night with Hawkeyes as an
It
ability I
was
should not have yet.
perfect. Nope, but
I've
you do,
not-
and it's canon.
So
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to make up for it, then for this level, I will take a point in wisdom, and I will choose one of the generic starters that I should have taken at level 1, which means I'm keeping my my
Nice.
super nighttime eyesight.
Maybe it's like a hero awakening. In that
So-
moment, your eyes flickered and you could see everything.
If the hobbits do that cultural virtue, I was just reading on the fellowship focus. Each player can choose 1 member of the company as their player hero's fellowship focus. Players can also opt for choosing their fellowship focus later at any point during the game, and you are free to indicate as any other player hero as their choice, even one that has been chosen by somebody else, and you provide a greater advantage when you help your fellowship focus. Player heroes providing support to their fellowship focus make them gain 2 dice instead of 1 die when you are helping them.
Oh,
That's insane.
that's very
ridiculous.
good.
So if you
and
take
we would
that,
each get one if we
Yes.
each take it.
yeah, so you could
It-
pick
it might
2
be a-
people with that virtue.
Well, no, if we all take it, it'd be 3, wouldn't it?
The benefit of caring for someone comes at a price. Player heroes gain 1 shadow point whenever their fellowship focus is wounded, suffers a bout
Oh
of
my
madness,
God.
or is otherwise
Basically
seriously
Frodo.
harmed. Yeah, it's like the Sam.
This is like
it's like the
this-
Sam Frodo
who's our
relationship.
Frodo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. Just to confirm, because I don't think it was clear at the beginning when we were doing character creation, the only way that we can now choose these things if we get to 2 valor or 2 wisdom.
No,
we
it's
didn't
only
have them
2
at
wisdom.
1 or
It's only 2 wisdom. Valor is just a reward every time.
okay.
Yeah, there are no more like individual rewards per culture. They're all the same, whether you're rank 1 or 2.
So once you get to 2, that's when you pick your thing.
And you don't get another
wisdom,
one of those.
At wisdom, not
Yeah.
valor.
yeah,
but you-
only at wisdom. Yeah, and you don't get another one. Okay.
You don't get another one in wisdom ever.
No, you do. You get a new
Oh, okay,
virtue
all right.
every time you level up wisdom.
All right,
Oh, okay,
all right.
okay.
So we can take 2.
Yeah,
Got it.
I'm still gonna
If you
stick
get
with
2.
valor,
No,
unfortunately.
no.
guys.
You
Oh,
can't.
that's fine.
You can't
With
get
the
2.
first point,
you
you
got
don't get
one
something.
already in the beginning of the game. You got one of the regular.
Yeah, we
cultural
should
vir-
have one, right?
Yes.
Like we should have
Yes.
a beginner starter one.
Yes.
For
Right,
example,
but-
I went with brave at a pinch. It's like one of the other things. But once you get to 2, you get to choose a
So
second
you
one.
actually can't.
Brave in a pinch
you
is
can't
not
do
the
that.
one you can take until you're
That's
level
the
2.
same. That's the same mistake that I
Got it.
made.
Yeah.
Except mine wasn't brave at a pinch. It was the night vision thing. We can't technically take that till wisdom.
Yeah, those
rank
are
2.
wisdom too.
Okay, so
Got it. Okay.
I have, when I had 1 in wisdom, I had mastery, healing, and awareness, which is why I have that advantage in awareness. But it wasn't one of these virtues of the hobbits. Now that I have wisdom 2, I can
Yeah,
choose among
that's right.
this list. Okay.
No, but my question is, if I'm bumping my wisdom up to 3, then I can have 2, right? Because I'm leveling twice. I'm blowing all my points on that.
Are you
'Cause it's
capable of
12.
doing that?
I
Yeah,
couldn't
it's
do that.
12.
I had
No,
3.
it's
I had 3
not.
left.
It's not 12. It's 20. It's 8 plus 12.
Yeah. So it's
Right,
like
okay.
yeah.
8 to hit rank 2, and then 12
Right,
to hit
okay.
rank 3.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. All right. Because I'm already
should all
at
have
2 in healing. Right, okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay. Thank you.
Piper, you should be slightly wittier than you think.
Slightly wittier.
You take a look. So I was in the last session, since I was
Yeah.
watching. I was watching the rolls very carefully. I knew you were missing a stat point. Your wit rating should
Really?
be higher. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to put mine in here just in case.
By 1 more?
Your heart, wit, and strength should make a total of 14. So if you have 2 in strength and
Yeah.
7 in
You
heart,
might have
then your
lowered
wit
it
should
by
be 5.
accident or something.
So it would be 5 in wits?
Yes.
I don't know math. You have to tell me what it is.
Two,
I can't do
7,
that.
and 5. I noticed from the rolls that all of the Hobbit players took the same stat set, 2, 7, then 5. But you have 2, 7, and 4. Your wits need to go
It's
up by one.
true. I do.
So your,
Oh,
so your
no.
parry would be 17 instead of 16.
Got it.
Okay. How's
Oh, no, I
everybody
can't
looking?
change it.
I'm good.
You don't change your
So-
parry, you change your rating, and you change
Yeah,
your.
Sorry, yep, thank you. Got it. Thank you.
So, so are we not doing the Trees Company because of the shadow point thing?
I'm still considering it. If you want. I think it suits us.
Right. The only other thing I would do is Art of Disappearing, specifically since I had to deal with that.
You know
stuff.
what? Because there's sure at the mark as well. Because I
Yeah.
hit that. I could do that as well.
And Brave at a Pinch for Piper. Which
Yeah,
is
well,
what
she-
you
That's what I have
chosen.
currently. That's what I had to start. But it was wrong, so I got rid of it. And now I'm taking a valor point instead of a wisdom point,
Yeah.
so I'm not getting a virtue.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm getting
Right.
a reward instead.
Okay, then I will go for Art of Disappearing. So I'm scared. I love this stuff. By the
I
way.
think this is great.
Yeah.
All right. Can I do something we don't usually do on the
Say.
channel? I'm going to have chat vote on what I'm taking. Sure on the mark or Three's Company.
Oh.
And I'll take whichever one you decide. Although I'll tell you I'm leaning towards the Samwise one. Even
Yeah.
though it's scary. I think
is
it'd be
scary.
helpful. All right. So I'll do it. The rest of you keep talking.
Okay.
I need help picking a new reward. So because I just want to confirm, because I had Valor 1, I believed at the beginning that I could have a reward to start with because I had 1 Valor to start with. So I
Yes.
made my blade keen.
Yes, that was correct.
Okay, cool. Now the rewards list, I have other options. Can I make a weapon both keen and fell?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Each upgrade can be applied to a weapon once, so you could, in theory, put like all of the upgrades on the same weapon. Yes, but you also started the game with Brave with a pinch, which you should not have. The same mistake that I made. So
she
Yeah.
took that
for
away.
fair,
No, I
for
got rid of
fairness'
it.
sake, oh, you did. Okay, never mind.
I did. I got rid of it.
I
don't even think I
going to
used
say,
it, to
take
be
a point of
honest.
wisdom.
I would put forward. I
I am unwilling to part with my superpowers. I will keep them. Thank you. I will just spend the points that I should.
Good for you.
have
Good for you.
Piper, I will put forward
Yeah.
that, and this is really based on how you see yourself, right?
Right.
Considering you were in battle,
Yeah.
and you did run straight into battle, which was great, but you did take a big bruise. So,
I did. Yeah.
would you see yourself looking at the battle and going, if I had been a little bit faster or stronger, I could have brought him down? Or would you look at it and go, if I had some protection, it wouldn't have hurt as much? Which one do you think
Yeah.
you would do?
Not the protection one, but the one that
Okay.
makes me faster and able to do more damage.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, nope, it's great.
So that would mean a cunning make, armor, helm, or shield. Like armor would be good because it's less cumbersome and it's lighter, right?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it all factors in. I know that I have close fitting armor, which is +2 protection roll. So for my leather shirt, it's just made a little bit better.
I
so
like
I've
that.
got a +2, which I think goes along when I do the protection roll. If I could roll that real fast just to see if how that works.
Oh, cool. So this says that if I do cunning make, then a skilled craftsman has made this piece of equipment lighter or less cumbersome than its lesser counterparts. Reduce the load rating of the selected item by 2. Does that affect?
The more
Does
stuff.
that affect my speed and things?
Yes. So the more
Cool.
the heavier a load that you carry, if your endurance gets too low, you become weary. Essentially. So if your current endurance gets lower than your load, then you are weary.
Yeah. But does that also mean that in battle I can like move faster? It affects my attack rolls because I'm not wearing heavier armor? Or does it not make a difference in that way?
Heavier armor does matter. I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I was just saying if I were to attack someone, then does that load affect my roll in the attack because I'm moving
Only-
faster because I'm not carrying a heavier load?
It's only when your endurance gets lower that it matters. So yes, it does, but it's just going to make you weary faster, essentially. So
Got it.
if you take a few shots and you take some damage, then you
Yeah.
can become weary faster. You just get like out of breath
Okay.
wearing heavy armor.
Okay.
All right, just
In
for
that
those
case,
listening. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. You go ahead.
For those listening, Toddles will be doing the Three's Company. By a
Yeah,
landslide, chat wanted to do that one. I think that fits narratively too, even though it's scary and dangerous.
Who are you choosing?
Obviously, the two of you.
Oh, you can choose 2 people.
I get 2.
2 because of this specific virtue.
Oh my god, this is so emotional.
Where I read the line as well underneath it. It says, "Where they go, I go."
So
And
make
it's
sure
perfect.
Wow.
underneath your there's a virtues box at the top. Just
Yeah.
make sure you put your fellowship focus in there.
Yeah, I've added it.
Oh, actually, no. There is a section on the left. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize next to the age.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, fellowship or fellow focus.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
How are we looking?
Always support character. I love it. It's my favorite.
I have some points left that I cannot spend, or at least I don't want to. I'm holding on to 7 of my skill points right now. So,
I blew them all
wow.
to take. Well, I did
Clip that.
because.
No,
What?
don't cut
How
that.
dare
No,
you?
Come on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. There's so much worse that I've said out of context that's been clipped. It's fine.
Today alone.
Today alone. Yep. I bumped my healing up to 3. So I think because that's. I don't know if anybody else has taken that, but.
Your healing. Yeah, my healing's at 2 and it's a favorite.
Right.
So that's good. That's a good thing.
Well, mine's favor 2, and now mine's at 3. So
You're better than I am. While I was okay, so while I was having my my montage, my working out montage,
Right,
keen sight montage, you were actually
my montage was like putting herbs with my honey. I think that's my
Okay.
salve and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
putting it on Piper's bruise to see if you could salve the bruise
Yeah,
away a
exactly.
little bit. Okay,
Exactly.
all right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that.
And
Very
my
well.
montage was exploring around, thinking of battle. Just like looking around,
Just like
thinking
doing
of the
that
battle that we were
hardcore
in.
thing. Like-
You're jumping out from behind like a tree going, ha!
I'm just
Gotcha.
yeah.
Constantly.
No, I'm gutsing with my little short sword. I'm just standing there.
You're like
looking out into
recreating the
distance.
fight. Like we look over
yeah.
and you're like, put the loot down.
Yeah.
She
So-
fights
We're
one
not
thief,
kids,
and now
we're
suddenly the
hobbits.
bloodthirst has just taken over.
Okay, yeah, I'm good.
Bloodthirsty
I'm
loot
good.
goblin.
I don't know about the fellowship points or if we have to do anything with that, but I'm good.
Just one last question. I'm so sorry. I have 4 adventure points left. What can I use those on? Anything?
You can go from 0 to 1 in something if you'd like to use a if you
And the skills.
in the
Can
combat.
I use it
I
for
think.
combat? Ooh, okay. Oh, no, I won't be doing that. I'm already 3 in bows. I'm good.
Okay.
I'll save them then.
Yeah. All right. So after our
May I inquire how so many of you are at 3 in bows and also taking a valor or wisdom point? Because I don't have enough points to do that.
I think they're
No,
on
no,
2.
no.
I don't think anyone is at 3.
I'm at 3 for
in
bows.
bows?
You're at 3 and you took a point in wisdom?
I started at 3 because I took, that's one of the things I took for bows. It's like my,
I see, with your
yeah,
beginning experience.
Yeah,
Okay.
my beginning experience, I was at 3 for bows, and I think hobbits gets like a short sword by default or something, so
Yeah,
that's
a
why I have
spear.
that one.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm 2
Yeah.
bows and 1 spear. I have 3 points left because I put the majority of them into wisdom in order to.
Yeah. I basically went, this
Wait a minute.
system looks like you can be good in like 2 things and that's it, and I just went, okay, I use a bow and I'm a healer.
Wait,
That's
we
it.
have,
I think
Yeah.
I think you made the right choice. Trying to
I
spread
am,
yourself too
going
thin
for a
here does
tank.
not work.
Yeah, no.
Hobbit tank is kind of my vibe, so you know,
Good
you
luck
want
with
the
that.
Hobbit in the front to be tanking damage, you know.
so wait a minute. We had 15 points in
Classic
adventure,
hobbit tank.
and I used 8. I used 8 for that. So I should have 7 points left in adventure. I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
ridiculous. Okay.
No, that's all right. That was good. Now,
Okay.
can we shut up and go find out what's happening with our friends?
Yes. Please.
We have one more thing to do. We have the
Okay.
undertaking.
Darn it.
So you
Oh,
can
right,
do the
okay.
group undertaking. So there's a handout there for the
Who wants
fellowship.
to read it? Lawton does.
I'm going to be reading
Sorry.
the handout for under. Where's the undertaking?
Fellowship
Undertakings are
undertakings.
time-consuming endeavors. Right, that one.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Undertakings are time-consuming endeavors the player heroes can accomplish exclusively during a lengthy stop, like a fellowship phase.
Right.
Select a number of activities. Ooh.
I think we're doing an ordinary one right now, so we
Yes.
choose one
Choose
single
one as a group.
undertaken. However, I think we get an extra one because of the thing I took,
Yes.
right? Yes. So we get to take 2 general ones, yeah.
All right.
So obviously none of the ones that are marked Yule.
So, okay. So we could get rumors along the way.
Studying the magical item that we just got that belongs to someone else is probably not something that we should be doing, right?
I don't
Because
think
we
so.
said that we
No,
would hold
I
off.
feel like
Yeah.
we narratively
Okay.
wouldn't do that, yeah.
Strengthen the fellowship. I don't see why that wouldn't be a thing that we would be pumping
could be
for.
good.
Trying to weave in that.
So just a reminder, we did raise the fellowship rating by 1, right? Is
Correct.
that what that means?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Just
So you should
so I
all
understand,
have
okay.
gotten 1 additional fellowship point.
Oh, so we're at 8 now.
What if we did ponder storied and figured maps until the next fellowship phase? Apply a modifier of +1 to all feat die rolls made to determine the nature of events during the event resolution step of a journey.
Ooh.
That sounds useful.
It does sound
I don't really
useful.
understand all of it, but it sounds very useful.
So during the event phase, which I don't know.
Sorry, what about a walking song? Just
I don't.
just so that we
Walking song does sound.
Do the songs
do
have-
not get weary when a successful song roll action is taken for the length of a heroic venture.
Oh, that's actually really good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of
Also-
song, do we have anyone who can actually pass a song roll?
I think Lonnie
yes.
can. I think
Yeah,
London can.
I've got advantage in that. It's favored.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 pips.
I've got 2, and
And-
I don't have advantage, but I've
and-
got 2.
He may
How do
have
you have
written-
advantage in everything, Lonnie?
he may have,
like the
he
seventh
may have
skill, he's
written
like-
one.
I have advantage
like,
in
I'm
5
I did
favored.
write one.
I am advantaged
It's a
in every
songwriter.
single skill.
So everything makes sense. Awareness, song, travel, healing, and courtesy. Some of those were picked for us, but the ones that I chose on top was awareness, which goes with mastery of healing, and then the travel because he loves lore. He does like to
Wait,
look
what?
into these things.
Wait, how
You
many
have-
are we
how
supposed to
many
have?
favored?
You have 5?
He has a special virtue.
Oh, right. Yep.
Okay.
special virtue
right,
that
sorry.
gives him 5.
Sorry.
I was about to say, you must
Sorry.
have taken
I was
the
about to
mastery
lose
virtue to
my
get 2
mind.
extras, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Healing and
Okay.
awareness.
I was actually about to potentially take the same one.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
worth it.
I
I'll say
recommend
that.
I recommend it being on the other side of that one.
I do like the song
Yeah.
one. I think that's helpful if we're all okay with making the walking song to help out.
Well, it does say travelers trudging along the final hours of a long day of traveling. Oh, a long day. But it does say may find it helpful to hum a merry song, especially when they're drawn nearer to their destination. Is that like Loremaster? Would that be multiple destinations throughout this whole campaign? Like we'll get to use it more than once?
You have to sing the song. Basically, what is
Right.
required is you
And
make
then he has to roll for it.
you make a song.
I just want to
roll
know
and
if you only use it once throughout the whole campaign or if you get to use it
then- No,
multiple
you can
times.
you can use it multiple
Perfect.
times.
Then
You
yes,
just have
I
to.
say
That's the-
walking song
I want to make that
mostly
song.
because you've written one.
I want to make
Yeah.
that song skill useful. So
Right,
it's not just
perfect.
rolled once.
Then yes.
Every 3 weeks.
So I've
Yeah.
got the song ready to go. It's in my head. So you know,
right.
when I wake up,
Let's just say that when we do
And
use the
I know
song,
I'm gonna be.
let's.
I'm gonna be
ahead,
the
go
man who walks.
All right, hobbits, rein it in. Rein it in.
yeah. Sorry. Please, go ahead.
Let's just make sure that when we do it, it's not like let's just keep singing the song until it works. Okay.
I'd imagine it'd be a
That's how I
one-off sort
live
of
in
thing,
life.
right?
Yeah.
It would be the song, the roll, pass, fail. That's it, and then we'll
Yeah.
move on from there. Yeah.
Okay.
Good
So
for that.
song and
Yeah.
strength and fellowship.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What does it? Everyone agree with that?
Yeah. I'm Andawin. How do you feel?
Anduin? You're gonna let these hobbits direct your
Yes.
fellowship otherwise.
I'm off already fishing for the journey. Yes, sure. I agree with whatever course
All right.
you all want.
So that brings us to
Whatever the
9.
hobbits say.
9
I'm still looking at the virtues and such to
Okay.
pick, but yes, that works
So-
for me.
Alright.
A 9 in fellowship.
Yep,
Is that right?
9 in, yep, that's right. 9 in fellowship,
Okay.
and then we now have a walking song.
Excellent. So, the journey. Let's have our different roles make rolls. I'm curious to see how the journey went. Shall we?
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's have
Yes.
our hunting roll from Andawin.
Okay.
I
Is
think-
it just one hunting roll for the entirety of the journey?
I'm just going to make it one for this.
Oh, bless you.
Okay,
Bless. Okay.
And then scouting roll from our scout, or an explorer roll from our scout.
I rolled a 2, a 1, a 1, and a 1.
Oh, no. We're starving.
I got a success.
Okay.
I got a perfect
Nice.
success.
Should I do the awareness for the lookout as we go?
We can have an awareness from Toddles and from Lawton, yes.
Okay.
Should I try hunting? I can't possibly succeed in it.
How?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, kill me.
All right.
Was that even possible for us to...
yeah, no, it was very possible for me. That's just very bad luck.
So
Oh.
this
Good
was
lord.
I just rolled a 1 and a 1 and a 1. I couldn't have
and
rolled
and
a
a one,
That's-
and a one, not and a win.
Episode title.
Like,
No, I'm
It's
kidding.
almost
And a one.
it's almost mathematically impossible for me to fail at hunting, and yet I managed
I
to
did.
fail the
Oh,
hunting
no.
roll.
So
Maybe you're trying to narratively teach us a lesson to, like, ration. This is what we're going to need to do for
I
the
I,
rest
I
of the
like to
adventure.
think that I'm actually succeeding. I'm bringing back all this food, but the hobbits are just
Yes,
eating it.
I like that
Oh, we
better.
are
Narratively, I like that
cannot
better.
hunt.
Yep.
I cannot hunt fast enough to keep up with the amount that the hobbits are devouring on the way there.
You know what? Not just devouring. I think that you bring out all this food, and in our heads we're like, oh, there's plenty. So we're a little wasteful. We're not being as cautious.
the food is gone after the first week,
Oh.
and
Okay.
there is hunting. You do hunt, but it is far less than you are hoping for, hobbits. And after that first week, things really get quite tough as you make this journey to Tharbad. So I imagine that you're starting to perhaps I'll let you figure out how you think this affects you, but this is really starting to kick in now that there's not inns along the way. You're passing by scary places, and this is a hike, and this is a difficult journey. Learning how to hunt and helping Andawin might be a very good thing to do in the future. But
Oh, so
unfortunately, the first
I
week...
can just future reference, instead of making an awareness roll, I can choose to help somebody else's roll.
No, you can.
No,
you can
okay,
be
all right.
another hunter.
Right. Oh,
Sorry, I just
Okay,
for my
gotcha.
own
Wanted to
benefit,
make
I just
sure it
rolled hunting
didn't
like
break.
7 times.
Yeah.
I know.
So
I just rolled hunting like 7 times in a row, and it's like success, great success, success, extraordinary success. It's like a fluke to manage to somehow fail the roll.
so
Okay.
after this 2-week journey, our hobbits are very hungry.
cranky.
This has been very difficult this last week. There's been a lot of probably complaining and whatnot making your journey. And it has been difficult. Much more difficult than you anticipated. Several things were very scary along the way as you passed through the area of the Barrow Downs and the South Downs. Gandalf told you stories and helped to protect you along the way. But he warned you of these places and that the kings of old were buried there. And there are rumors now that they stir and that their spirits are no longer at peace. And aside from some comfortable bits of sleeping and your ability to find some good places to camp, this has been a difficult journey. But finally, you see the road turn into a causeway, And in the distance, you can see this magnificent sight, unlike one that you have ever seen before. You see 3 large towers, taller than any building that you've probably seen in your lives. Any building in Bree. As the insects and the muddiness have started to increase, you turn to these wetlands, and you are all hobbits familiar with this sort of environment as you live in a similar kind of environment. You're used to these insects biting and causing you grief, compounded by the fact that food has been lax. You now see potential respite. The causeway grows beneath you, and you continue your journey. Ponies and horses carrying your goods, making your way ahead. Gandalf points and says,
We've finally made our way. There, up ahead, is what remains of the bridge across the Grey Flood, center of Tharbad. This is the great causeway. It will take us hence. Be wary in Tharbad. It is a place fallen on hard times. And watch what you say. It may fall upon ears of scoundrels. Be careful with who you cross, for I will not be able to protect you always. Come, you must venture forth to Tharbad.
and that is where we will take our break. We're going to take a few minutes, everybody, as we now venture the city of Tharbad. Please make sure you follow all these wonderful people. Head on over to tablestory.tv/ashes to go follow them in all of the places. Because our fellowship will be probably increasing in size soon. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight for more Ashes of Eriador. Rioth. You approach this ruined structure ahead of a very large pit, rocks and mud, and a bog-like stench emanate from it. The ruins are a bit crumbled all about, and you can see one person milling about, seemingly looking out for any peoples that might make their way out this far into the outer districts of Tharbad, near the ram, the wall that, albeit sort of dilapidated, is surrounded by streams and serves as protection for Tharbad, as it is. Most people do not live in the outer districts. You will find most of the poorer folk out here. Frogs make their way about your feet, and you see this individual eyeing you as you approach.
Okay. I will try and approach as, I suppose, Unharmful as possible. If possible. I know I'm a dwarf in a place where there are not many of my kind.
Have you struggled here in Tharbad since you've been here?
I would say yes. Quite a bit. I lost my book, and in searching for it, I lost a fair bit more. And I am trying to seek an audience now with the deputy captain to at least get to the bottom of this injustice to me.
Who goes there?
The name is Ruth, at your service. I am a merchant from Nogrod, under Eriador, the Blue Mountains.
What brings you here, to this pit?
I was told I could find you, Sapthorn, am I correct?
I may be.
I bow again. There's a bit of desperation, I think, in my demeanor. My bow is low, my beard scrapes the ground, and I get up and I...
Make a courtesy roll for me, please.
Okay, a courtesy roll. Oh no. Let us try... like... so... failure.
Very well, dwarf. You seek me? Why should I care?
I have had to part with a fair bit of coin to find you in this place.
What problem is that of mine?
Well, none at all. I should stand to part with a bit more to get the information I need.
That's more like it. What sort of information do you seek?
I have been told that you have friends in high places.
There are no high places in Tharbad, friend. Only down in the muck. Look about you.
Well, be that as it may, I myself am more accustomed to being underground. I am looking for a deputy captain by the name of Tharnau.
Yes. Why do you seek this, Tharnau?
Well, as I mentioned, I am a traveling merchant, and I am not want to do what my trade is without, well, my belongings. I passed through into Tharbad lawfully, and in the course of my stay, I have lost quite a many number of things.
So,
and
you speak with the Merchants Guild if you're selling your wares here. Why should I
that's the thing.
make any sort of introduction to the deputy captain?
Well, that is the thing. Save for my rather ample supply of gold, I have lost quite a few of my wares. And so I thought it pertinent to find the leader of the guard of this place to help me find and secure my belongings.
And what does that have to do with me? You simply know that I know this person. You speak of gold, but I see none in my hand.
Well, have you tried turning it around?
Speak plainly.
Well, I present to him an ample supply of gold. For information, given the state of this place, I don't presume they have much. But I give him a fair sum. Maybe perhaps too much, given I need my things back.
This individual is rather tall, maybe 6'2" or so, and fair build. They look sturdy. They take the coin, put it in a pouch. Make a persuade roll, and you have 2 bonus die.
Okay. Oof. Yet another failure. 12, trying for a 16.
You rolled a 15, actually.
Oh, well, still a failure,
Yes.
but mathematically better, but more disappointing.
All you needed was one more, and that would have been an extraordinary success as well. You had 2 6s there.
Suppose I do introduce you to the deputy captain. What do you think the deputy captain's gonna do for you? This is Tharbad. This is no dwarven home.
No, but be that as it may, if he were to help me, I would hope that I might make this place more of a repeat, how do you say, destination. I travel around Eriador, up the Grey Flood, doing lots of trade. I think I might become an asset for this place should they treat me well.
Are you a friend to the captain, Gurnow?
I would like to be. I am trying to find his son first. Go up the rung, as it were.
I'll provide you this introduction. I must warn you, however, that the deputy captain is no one to be trifled with. A brute of a man. If you merely approach him with some sort of issue of stolen goods, he will care not.
Very well. I will take your counsel to heart and try my luck with this deputy captain.
Very well.
With your leave.
Deputy captain resides near Hellcar Tower.
Okay.
Rather
And
regal-looking building despite its decrepitude.
I am not really one to comment on the buildings of men. However, how will he know that you were the one that sent me, or at least sent me along my way with your blessing?
I will introduce you to him. We will journey together.
That is most kind of you, and I bow again.
However, I ask one more thing from you.
What is it?
You will say nothing of where you found me. And if anyone dare ask about me ever again, you will tell them nothing of this place and what I do here.
I make a zipping motion and nod.
Very well. And follow. And keep your manners about you. If you show any disrespect, they shall throw you in the cell and forget you.
I nod again silently and follow along.
Make your way through town again. As night begins to fall, you can see the dusk has taken hold of this place. You start to make your way back towards where most of the people live here in town. How do you feel about this place?
I do not like it one bit, no. I try not to stay within places too long. That's why I travel. Obviously, a cave is more or less where I'm most at home. The designs of men and hobbits aren't really something I pay too much attention to. I think it's really rather the smell that gets to me than the, how do you say, rustic nature of this place.
There is definitely a smell. The grave flood has seen better days, and the muddy environment and stinging insects are definitely unpleasant to be around. The bird shit is kind of prevalent all around here as well. There are large seagulls that make their way flapping around this place. And you probably almost step in a fresh pile, avoid it narrowly, seeing Usapthon probably step right in it and seems to disregard it.
Strange customs they have in this place.
But you come across a domed building that has definitely seen better days. Some of the stone has been what you would assume to have been scavenged. There are guards about the buildings here as you approach the nearby market areas and stalls that you've been through a few times. Have you left Rusty and your cart tied up at the inn?
Aye.
Okay. That is also nearby. You've passed by this place many times. Getting past the guards, however, or talking to anyone of import has been difficult. Aside from your initial journey to visit with Captain Gurnow when Andawin was here, it's been difficult to talk to anyone in this place. You make your way into this area of town. Sapthon makes his way over to the guards. And he approaches.
Idane? Usapthon? Hello? What brings you about here? As night falls, you here to stir trouble, or perhaps play a game with the deputy captain? Perhaps neither, perhaps both. But for now, I have a party that might be interested in assisting Tharbad. I seek an audience with the deputy captain. They look down at you. For what purpose, dwarf?
I look up and immediately go, Ruth, merchant at your service, and scrape low in dwarf fashion. And I mention how I'm a trader. However, I have seem to have misplaced my wares among your local folk. And this, of course, comes at great loss and grievance to myself, and I would be more than happy and more than to remunerate graciously the fair people of Tharbad to help me, and also to maintain trade with this area.
Sapthon, you can see, slides a gold piece, one of the ones that you gave, over to the guard.
We should not be too long. Simple conversation.
Aye.
Keep your dealings short.
They snicker at each other, looking down at you.
Good one, I say. Not blinking, but otherwise.
Door opens, large and imposing looking. You see a staircase beyond.
Do not tarry.
Oh. Then tarry I shall not, and I follow.
You make your way up the stairs, following Usapthon.
As I said, mind your manners. Do not
Aye,
speak
not
ill of
quietly
this
again.
place. I do not show favoritism to Captain Gurnow.
Okay.
Tharnow, the captain's son, does not all appreciate all his father does. You understand?
I can understand that. The apple and the tree and all that, as they say,
Yes.
I think.
Apple in the tree.
Sapthon raps on a door.
Enter!
Large, heavy wooden door lies beyond. You see birds just outside a window at the end of this hall, across from the stairs, and a warm fire near the door as you enter.
Usapthon, what troubles you in this night? I've come to speak with you about this dwarf. He seeks an audience with you. And why should I be troubled by a dwarf?
You see this man with a short but thick beard and a set of like ham fists, very like thick fingers, sausage fingers, broad chest, very thick, sort of like that strong man muscle, that like farmer's muscle, sort of like meaty. And he's got a bit of a belly as he's sitting down in this rather nice-looking chair. There are skins on this stone floor all about, and the waning light of the dusk is making its way into this office. The candelabras are lit all around you, as well as a chandelier filled with candles. There are stacks of papers about, and you can see a rather grim-looking sword hung up behind this individual. There are bits of armor and probably a hunting knife, as this person is clearly eating a dinner. You can see with a stab, he has stabbed into what appears to be a steak of some kind as he tears off a piece and begins chewing it heavily.
Why are you here, Master Dwarf?
Apologies to intrude on your dinner this late at night, and I bow again in dwarf fashion with my beard brushing against the ground, and as I do, I say, my name is Ruth, at your service. I am a merchant from the city of Norgoth, under Eriador, the Blue Mountains, and I stand back up. And I say, to answer your previous question, I understand that we may not share the same mother tongue. However, I do believe that we do speak and share the same language of coin. I have lost something dear to me alongside a number of other sundry goods which I intended to sell and distribute to your city here. And I was hoping to beseech you, the city guard, to assist me with the reclamation, the lawful reclamation, might I add, under your king of...
King? We have no king here.
My apologies, I am just going by what I read when I went through your toll booth.
My father's rules for this place. You abide by them. That is good, I suppose.
Aye?
But my father is no king. He took this place by force. With bloody hands and bloody dagger. Because that is the only way. Here in this place, here in Eriador. The only way you can take what you want. And you come to me to be your what? Be your dagger.
I suppose, more so I was hoping, beyond hope I suppose, to beseech the assistance of those who would keep the peace here. Thievery, such that has been done to me, I would imagine does not necessarily have much of a, how do you say, positive image on your town and your power over this place, no? With all due respect.
Make a courtesy roll for me. Or a persuade. I will take either. You have one bonus die since you have been accompanied by Usapthon.
Okay. I wonder where Gandalf is. Oof. Not here. I shall never call for him again.
Certainly not here.
I suppose he has no power here. I rolled a Sauron die.
There is a cold chill that makes its way up your back. Standing up from the table and slamming his hand down, jostling his dinner, this brute of a man stands up.
Yet again, you try. My patience, dwarf. What do you offer me? So that I may help you. Do not waste my time.
Gold. As I mentioned before, good sir, gold. Is that not enough?
Gold.
Aye.
I seek more than gold, dwarf.
And what is it you seek?
I seek secrets. And I seek treasure beyond measure. You say you come from the Blue Mountains.
Aye.
What do you know of Moria?
Moria. So called by the fair folk, that would be the mines under Khazad-dûm.
Yes.
I know much of Moria.
Do you?
Aye.
A smile dances across his face.
Then perhaps we may find common ground.
Common ground.
A barter. A deal may be struck.
By common ground, you mean dwarven ground?
Yes. I seek what lies below. Below the misty mountains.
My good sir, the only thing that lies beyond and below the misty mountains is Durin's Bane. That and those foul orcs.
There are treasures there, are there not? I know the tales.
Aye.
You know.
Treasures beyond measure.
You know. Secret chambers. You know ways inside.
And if I did?
Then I am sure we may find what you have lost.
I think I take a moment to pause, to think. In my mind, Moria, under Khazad-dûm, has been lost to us for a long time. The spawn of Nazog lives there. That with the fell creature we know as Durin's Bane. Letting a man such as this into such a place does not to me sound like such a loss. I look up and I say, so what would you have me do?
You will tell me of these secret places. To make way to Moria. To take its treasures. Treasures that do not even belong to you. Fair
I think with that
dwarf. Licks his lips.
I think at the notion of it not belonging to myself, I dart a dagger at him with my eyes. Loremaster, would I happen to know any such one of these supposed secret entrances into Khazad-dûm?
You can make a lore roll. Since this is not necessarily your home, I'm going to say you lose a die. You have -1 bonus to this.
I lose a die.
Yes.
In which case, just a 7. A failure.
You do not know.
Might I be so forward as to ask if you have been told of such secret entrances of my forefathers?
He begins to pace away from you. I think I need a roll here.
Okay.
This will probably be a persuade roll.
Ooh.
Unless you're trying to be a little bit more awe-inspiring or intimidating.
I was... I suppose
And of
I
course, just so you're aware, you do always have the capability of spending a hope to give yourself a bonus die in situations.
Okay. I think in that case, as I talk about my forefathers of the mines of Moria, Khazad-dûm, I try and maintain eye contact with this tall fellow. And in a way, command some sort of, how would you say, authority and awe. For I speak of this place with reverence and awe, if not sadness and regret.
Very well. You can make an all roll, but this will have a different effect than a persuade. Just be aware.
I think I will go, in that case, with a persuade. Can I spend 2 hope for 2 die?
I believe you can do a maximum of 1.
Then I'll go with awe and 1 hope.
So you have 1 bonus die.
Aye. For a success.
You stare at this individual who is much larger than you in size. You look up, furrow your brow. What do you say?
If you do indeed know about such secret entrances, those guarded by rune and ward, by the descendants of Durin, then you will need someone who is of their kind, who would be able to know, to handle the pressure and the responsibility. Of such a task.
He waves his hand and says, I have been told such things before. Moria scares many a folk. I know that your kind have left it behind. Dwarves do not do such things easily.
Aye. Khazad-dûm is no home of the dwarves. Not anymore. However, that does not mean that I am not afraid to make a homecoming, as it were.
You would return.
Aye.
Persuade, I think. I'm gonna say you have 2 bonus die.
Ooh. In which case, I'm going to spend another hope and make it 3.
Yes, spend your hope.
Gandalf wills it. I maintain eye contact.
I shall take your words to heart, dwarf. What is your name?
My name is Ruth, son of truth, from Norgoth.
And I am
Erluin.
Tharnau, son of
Tharnau.
Murnau.
I bow and I say at your service.
Not yet. But perhaps I will call on you soon. I will tell my
Very good.
guards to assist you in finding your belongings. Sabthon,
Aye.
you have brought me an intriguing guest. As I do. As you do.
He tosses him a bottle of wine. Sapthon catches it. Looks down.
Very nice. I shall enjoy this. You had better. It will probably be some time since we see more. I will let my guards know. Speak to them about your belongings. You may take your leave.
I make one long deep bow again, step back, turn heel and leave.
Sapthon begins to walk you down the steps as well, walking behind you.
An interesting bargain struck.
Aye. One with mutual benefit, I am sure.
I had heard such minds were cursed.
You have heard correct.
And yet you still go.
Aye. There are things in this world greater than curses.
You are an interesting one.
So I have been told.
I have heard something of you around.
Oh?
When you came to me, I must admit, I knew who you were beforehand. There are but a few dwarves in this place.
We tend not to venture too far from the mountains if we can help it. I, myself, am a bit of an oddity, I assume.
You should be careful. Many around town speak of your loose pockets, deep pockets. It's no wonder you were robbed.
Yet again, I shall take your counsel to heart and try my best to avoid such a fate next time.
So be it. Door at the bottom of the stairs opens. Guard inside, staring at you. Be on your way then.
If you are able to procure my belongings, I shall be at the inn.
Yes. Very well. Speak to the guard outside about your belongings. And what you have lost. And any information you may have.
Will do. And I turn around and I head to the bridge, to the inn.
It's at this point that you see, traveling along the main road, familiar sight. Someone that you have not seen in some time, towering over the rest of the folk. Familiar sight of Andawin, who seems to be journeying with several small folk, smaller than dwarves, and a man, gray hat, long beard.
I think I am beside myself at this point, and I run straight to the cart, and I go, "There's my wolf man." Well,
Rioth, I will admit, I was quite worried leaving you in this place. I feel that every second man in this place is a brigand or a pickpocket. Hope you've been well in my absence.
I have been trying. What about you?
They all look completely obliterated from the journey. Everyone looks very haggard, wary, and hobbits, you can smell the smells of food. It's not the best smell because there is also the smell of bog and swamp sort of around you. But you can definitely see and smell food.
I'd run to a merchant and given whatever money I needed to get an apple that is definitely on the bad end of things, and I'm just
Mostly brown.
Oh, sweet. It's so sweet. Oh.
Yes, well,
Oh.
my travels have not been particularly easy either. The journey to Bree was longer than I thought, chasing that thief. And,
You found the thief?
well, regrettably, I was unable to catch him. But, thankfully, my new short friends here had better fortune than I. And, well, it took some doing. But he carried this. And I've not let it leave my sight since.
Is that my book?
I'm
Loremaster.
pulling out his book. I'm pulling out the book and hoping it is his.
You see a very familiar, albeit a bit dirty looking notebook.
Journey to recover this was arduous. I hope it's the right one.
See a look come over Riol's eyes, staring at the book.
Your face tells me it is the right one. Well, here you go.
I snatch it from him and say, "Give it here!" And I bring it to myself and I look at it. I go through the pages and I see if it's been messed with, if it's lost a single page.
The runes hold strong on that book. It is protected, is it not?
Do I recognize that voice?
Perhaps. You can make a lore roll. I say you have 1 bonus die.
Okay, a low roll, 1 bonus die. No, I do not recognize.
No.
And who might you be?
This is Gandalf the Grey, the wizard.
This is your friend, I take it.
Yes, this is Ryuth,
Does
merchant of the Blue Mountains.
It would be Rio in the Dwarven tongue.
I keep trying to get it. One of these days I'll get it right.
Is that right?
Well, the name is Northern, not Kuzdu. But do I recognize the name Gandalf the Grey or no?
No.
No. Okay. So, who are all your... I look back at the Wolfman and I say, I beg your... I beg your pardon for that, and I put the book away, tuck it away, and I thank you. Truly.
I am not the one to thank. These 3 short ones are the ones who caught the thief.
Where have
I
they
simply
gone?
carried the book back here. But,
Oh, we're right here. We're hi.
Oh,
Not even wait but a moment to find food, could you not?
No.
I did. He didn't.
Oh.
Okay, oh,
it was a
okay.
long journey. I don't blame them.
Todd, speak up. I can't hear you from over there.
I said it was a long half of a moment.
Oh,
But it was. Rio. We should be forthcoming in telling you that Todd has the pipe, and we've already taken the flower and herbs for Piper that we had commissioned you to do.
That's a beautiful pipe as well. Thank you.
Right, do you? Oh, right. You all know each other?
Well, we little irate because I thought that, well, you weren't there, you know.
And it was her birthday.
It was her birthday, and that, you know.
A few days ago, so.
We tried to.
A fortnight ago.
Yeah, we tried. We tried to allot enough time.
40 days that long, really?
I thought it was 14.
God damn you!
The travel time and everything else like that. It does seem to add up. Anyway,
You see me bowing a number of times, almost groveling, to apologize to these folk for the, for my mistake, my error, my clumsiness, but...
No. Stand, please. We ran into this person and they had the stuff, and you know, you put two and two together, and obviously it was stolen, and I'm sorry that you had to go through that. And
yeah, and he was a proper sneak thief too. So I wouldn't be too worried about how difficult it was, or something.
Wait a moment. Besides the book, was any of his other stolen goods on my oath?
Well, we didn't know. We only knew the stuff that I mean, it's possible some of the stuff that we left behind was. There was no way for us to know that.
You can always claim it in Bree.
It would have been there.
Well, that might be hard to find because I am missing a barrel of. Let me see if I can recall what it was exactly I am missing here.
I don't believe he stole anything large from you. He could not have. I chased this man all the way to Bree. There's no way he was carrying much.
Yeah,
Alright.
So
items.
Anything that he had buried there, he must have stolen in or around Bree. He could not have carried it all.
I suppose there must be more than one brigand then, because I'm missing a keg of butterbur beer from Bree, which I was intending to sell here in the first place.
Have you been robbed again in my absence? I thought it was just the book.
It would seem so, but the town guard
This is where I knew this place gave me a foul feeling as soon as we got here. The people here cannot be trusted.
You would stay your tongue about this place and speak more quietly. Their ears abound, and it's best not to be on their bad side. However, I think maybe perhaps drinks are on me. This is a momentous occasion to find my book
and food. Maybe
and
not on you.
food.
More, no. I mean, we'll pay for the food.
drinks.
It's just if we can get the food
I
next to
have
the
to
drinks.
apologize for the delay in your goods.
No, it's fine. Like, you know, you
we
were robbed.
understand.
You can't help that, yeah. But and she got it in the end, and I got my pipe. So
that's right.
And the pipe is to your liking. That's a handcraft
it is
by
great.
me.
Wait, what?
Aye.
God damn it, Meyer! I'm not gonna cry. It's beautiful.
I appreciate it. I'd like to keep myself busy on the road, and folk buy that sort of thing. The folk of the South Farthing have a thing for pipes. I don't think anyone else smokes quite the way you do.
Well, I'm proud of it.
Aye.
Perhaps Mr. Gandalf does.
Yeah, he smokes quite a lot, doesn't he? Yeah.
He's a regular
Is that so?
big hobbit with that kind of habit.
Just oversized hobbit.
Oversight in multiple hobbits and a
Like maybe three
In a robe.
standing on top
in a
of
robe.
each other.
That's the word. That's the word. That's like the robe, not
We
dress.
have been
Sorry.
traveling
hobbits in
for
a row.
some time. Perhaps we can settle ourselves and have a drink and some food. That would be nice. We must
Indeed.
find room here at the inn as well. The guards were always rather difficult, but we shall mind ourselves. I'm glad that you found each other so easily.
Well, once again, food and drink is my treat in this place. And do I have a tale for you? I seem to have gotten myself into a bit of a predicament. Wolfman, with me. Have you heard of a place called Moria? And I'd walk, and I'd keep going. I keep going, and walking towards the inn. Not really divulging much, but going ahead and just. Well, yes, tell you all about it. It's a funny story, really. It seems almost foolish now that I have my things, but. And I just walk off into the distance.
We're going to sleep under a roof. Oh.
Moria.
Who's
That is
that?
where we're going to end the episode today.
I knew it. That's why I didn't want to say anything.
Who's that?
Great session, everybody. Good job. Well done.
Yay.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Let's see. What music shall I play for this bit? We had some good songs today.
Oh.
Do some stuff in honor of our dwarven friend returning, shall we? Let's do this one.
Oh.
A banger.
Walking in the halls under the mountain. And this is what you hear.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
joining
buddy.
us today. Everybody, please make sure you're following all these wonderful people. Head on over to tablestory.tv/ashes to go follow them in all of the places, please. If you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider just throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Support these wonderful people. If you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to make sure you're following us here. Tablestory on Twitch, Tablestory on YouTube, @Tablestory on Twitter, and come hang out on our Discord, tablestory.tv/Discord, where we have a lot of like-minded TTRPG people that are looking for groups that are hanging out and enjoying the content and stuff that we put out, and talking about the content that we put out. Make sure you go check it out. And you can check out our Patreon, which is tablestory.tv/pledge. I think we've also got a shill show that's going to be coming up soon. I'm gonna try for 2 Sundays from now. We'll see if that's gonna work out. Yeah, it should be fun. Should be good. Am I getting everybody hyped with the dwarf song? There you go.
Sorry, this song is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty
All
great.
rise
And it
for the national
literally
anthem
just
of
is
Moria.
literally-
Yeah, right.
Yeah, literally. Like, have you heard of Moria? Go
I
there.
I figured I'd wet your whistle a little bit, you know? Just
Okay.
get a little bit of hype going there. Yeah. Let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs and whatnot.
Bro.
We're going to go around the room and do some shout outs. Why don't we start off with Meyer today? Our dwarven friend has returned.
Hi, my name is Meyer, and I'm back, and this spirit gum is on its last legs. But wardrobe malfunction aside, I played real today, and what a comeback! It's just so surreal to be back. You know, like spent some time away doing stuff, and now I'm back, and we're doing the things, and I'm not really good at shoutouts. You can find me at twitch.tv/Meyer. We do gaming news and Star Citizen and all sorts of stuff. Twitter.com @Meyer_test. And yeah, today was awesome. I got to, so over the winter, over December, I read not only The Hobbit, but I also read all 6 Lord of the Ring books and also the appendix. So like everything is kind of fresh right now. So I'm just gonna like, oh, this, oh, that. Hopefully I'm not like messing things up and stuff and misremembering, but it's really cool to like, from not knowing anything about Lord of the Rings in episode 1, like all of a sudden like, oh yeah, oh okay, oh that's that. That's really cool. I feel like such a nerd right now, and it's been so much fun. And now I have to watch the movies because that's next.
Have you not seen them?
Mm-mm. I've read the books though.
Thank you so much, buddy. PB.
Hi, I'm Pumpkinberry. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter @Pumpkinberry. And the main thing I want to tell you is that Kingmakers returns next Tuesday. The Myers back! Yay!
Yay!
That's it.
And PB is also playing through Metal Gear. She's on
Yes.
Metal Gear Solid 4 right now.
Ah, it's so good.
Yeah, that's the only one that I've played, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a sad
Such
one
a
to
weird.
play.
It's such a weird one to
Yeah.
start on. I was like, ooh, graphics. I got a PS3, and I was like, what game has the best graphics? And then I loaded that up.
It's true.
Okay, thank you, PB. Mirggles.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, I am Mirggles. I played Piper for you today. Super fun time. It was nice getting to like learn about the system more and like deep dive in that. That was really cool. And what else? Oh, I'm streaming again. So I'm streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 2 p.m. my time. Hold on, that's 8 a.m. Eastern. And that may be switching up. But yeah, if you want to, geez, I just completely lost what I was talking about. Anyway, thank you so much for having me. I've had a great time. You're all the best. Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Mirgs. Aaron.
Hi, my name is Aaron. Keeper, go ahead and put in my Twitch. I'm not streaming, but just so you don't have to link the Twitter, because apparently that's difficult. She was just calling me out in chat for it. So follow me over at Twitch at Aaron Black _ No, see, he screwed up. Thanks, guys, for coming by today. It was a great episode. I had an absolute blast. Thank you.
Follow Aaron B. Writes on Twitter and go buy his book,
that?
Firewall Down.
No, it's not worth
He's
it.
a writer, okay?
We get it. We
get
get
it. For God's sakes, Aaron, can you just you
Listen.
know?
As a writer.
Actually, as a writer, thank you, Aaron.
I've missed
Fairlight.
this.
Hello, I am Fairlight _Excalibur all over the internet and here on Twitch. I have been actually incredibly sick for about almost 10 days. So if you're wondering where I've been, including missing the last episode of Ashes of Eriador and not streaming, that's where I've been. But I'm back. I finally am over whatever it was. So streaming now again daily, playing different stuff over on my channel, which is linked in chat and all that. And it's so great to have all 5 of us back. The whole gang is back. I'm actually really happy about that. Today's session was awesome. I had something else to say and I've already forgot it. But yeah, it's nice to have the gang all back together again, and it's nice to be well enough to be streaming again. So thank you all for having me, and thank you all for watching.
Thank you for being here. Backup GM, backup Loremaster, Fairlight, the master of.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep it under wraps.
No, you're good. You're good. I appreciate it. There's a lot of rules, and this is the first time I'm playing this game. So listen, man, this is great. I need all the help I can get, and we need all the help we can get. So
It's a lot
I don't
to get
feel
right.
I don't feel
Yeah.
too bad about it, because you did say that that's part of the reason you invited me.
yeah, it is.
Was
Straight up. I was like, listen, my brain can only put together so many bits of information, okay? And, I need backup. So thank you, Fairlight, for doing
when
that.
people say, "Hey, Loremaster, how does this work?" and I catch myself answering, I'm like, no, that's a terrible habit. I need to stop that. And then I just kind of like slink down into the chair a little bit. But it's a lot to learn, and the rules in the book are kind of it's a section. The first rule is on page 70, but to really see this in action, you're gonna have to go to page 142, and it's a lot to remember.
Well,
I,
if I could interject, the fact that you do that is great. The amount of times, and I don't know, Whack, and I apologize, the amount of time someone's asked questions and I think I've answered it correctly, and Whack goes, no, actually.
For playing a new system for the first time for all of us, it's like at this point it needs to just be like the Council of Elders on every rules question.
Yeah.
It's like back actually.
There's the council mechanic, That's what it's there
According
for.
to page 60, my people say that this is how the rule works.
And I'm here to do the math, Like I'm here to crunch those numbers, make sure we're all on top of that,
Mirggles,
Mathematician you are.
calculator.
Yeah.
Calculator. Why not calcu now?
Thank you so much, Fairlight. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. As always, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I'm Wax Steven. I've been your lore master of Mount Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you're following all these wonderful people. We have Kingmakers coming back next Tuesday. We've got 100 Club is another show that I GM on Monday. That is a dark sort of sci-fantasy comedy that has been absolutely wonderful, and we are in the very big heat of things, so make sure you check that out. And like I said, we're gonna have a shill show soon. Any support you can help throw our way would be great to help keep the lights on. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and peace out. Have a wonderful rest
I
of
remembered.
your Thursday.
I remembered the thing that I was going to say.
Say it fast.
Say it fast. I also went back and have been reading everything. I've even watched the animated Return of the King, and I've been reading.
Wow.
I've been sick for 10 days, and I couldn't stream. And I was like, all right, fine. I'm about to become the ultimate Lord of the Rings master of historian, and I'm going over everything. So yes, me and Maya
get
on
to
the
have
same
a
page.
Lord of the Rings off now between the two of you.
A ring off, if you will.
Ring
Ring
off.
off.
Yeah. Let's see which of the mystical rings of power they will be taking off. We'll find out next time. Bye-bye, everybody.